Nappy hair. Uncle Mordecai told this story at the backyard picnic. Uncle Mordecai told it, the folks joined in between the lines, little Jimmy taped it, and here it is. Brenda, you sure do got some nappy hair on your head, don't you? It's your hair, Brenda, take the cake. It ain't easy to come by that kind of hair. Your hair intended to be nappy. Brother, you ought to be ashamed. Ashamed? I ain't ashamed, I'm proud. She the only one her school knows how to talk right. Ain't she something? But she sure, Lord, got some nappy hair on her head. And I'm gonna tell y'all how she came up with all that nappy hair on her head. Her hair was an act of God. An act of God that came straight through Africa. You see, the angels went up to God, walked up to God to talk him out of it. Yep, they said, Lord, Lord, Lord. Why you gotta be so mean? Why you gotta be so willful? Why you gotta be so ornery? Thinking about giving that nappy hair to that innocent little child? Innocent. Sweet little girl like that? And you napping up her hair like you ain't got good sense? That's what they said. And the angels trying to talk him out of it. That's what they did. But God, well, God wanted himself some nappy hair upon the face of the earth, and that's what it was. So God turned himself around and looked them angels square in the face. And God said, get out of my way. He said, this is my world, and that's the truth. He said, this is my world, and this child, well, this sweet little brown baby girl child, she's going to have the nappiest hair in the world. And that's what he said. Ain't going to be nothing they can come up with to straighten the naps on this child's head. I'm talking about straighten combs. I'm talking about relaxers and processes. Ain't nothing gonna straighten the naps on this child's head. And that was it. It was done. So here she come. Well, sitting back in Africa making plans. Squinching her eyes and looking deep. She's getting ready to come to America with them slaves. I say they sold your mama for a nickel. They sold your daddy for a dime. I say they sold your mama for 1 nickel and your daddy for 1 thin dime. And that's what they did. But this nap come riding express, coming riding across the ocean from Africa. Wouldn't stop for nothing, didn't she come? Danced right on through all the wimp hair, didn't want it. It wouldn't stop, wouldn't mix, wouldn't slow down for nobody, wouldn't do it. Every time they tried to mess with her hair, she stomped it, she kicked it, she snuck on around and came on through, and that's what she did. And when she was born, when we looked down in the cradle, we all shout and jump, laugh and shout, because I'll tell you, she had the kinkiest, the nappiest, the fuzziest, the most screwed up, knotted up, tangled up, squeezed up, shouted out hair, the most nappiest hair you ever seen in your life, and that's what it was. Well, and the Lord in heaven, he looked down on this cute little brown baby girl child, the Lord who brought the Israelites out of Egypt. He looked at her and he said, well done, I'm happy. He said, I got me one, and that's what he said. Only 1 nap of her hair is the only perfect circle. I got me a cute little brown baby girl child. Got me at long last a cute little brown baby girl child. And she got the nappiest hair in the world. Ain't it the truth? The end.